Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where today I want to take a look at a content creator on YouTube and whose name is Joshua Weissman. So, Joshua Weissman is a well-known YouTuber known for his cooking content, his uh, fast food but better series, who's gained millions of followers on the platform and such. And you know what? I want to take a look into what's going on with him. So I don't know. I trust the signs. I look at things, and he's been coming up in my feed as of late with a lot of people who are calling him out for rightfully, apparently, him stealing content, stealing recipes from other creators, and stealing photos and images from other people's videos to use in his own thumbnails. When he's a 10 plus million, he's like almost a 10 million subscriber channel. Y'all, I want to take a look into who this person is. So, without further ado, let's get into it. But first things first, reminder, everything that I am saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's get into today's reading on Joshua Weissman. And just take a look and see who he is, what's going on, and the such. So let's take a look-see. So who is Josh? He is someone who's like, I'm strong, I'm the man type of energy. Loud, proud, really in charge of his own destiny. And he's got maybe multiple personalities that of which he goes on to. Why is this? Because of the justice upright. He feels like he's on the right side of history. He's on the right side of himself. He has legally binding contracts. Does he have a new deal in the works? He has a new collab coming in that I think he's really excited with, or a new sponsor that doesn't typically sponsor people all that often, that does want to work with him. And he's feeling very much high on the hog with this. However, from a material influence with the Hierophant reversed, is he moving off the YouTube platform or looking to start something up on a different platform? With the Hierophant reversed, this is giving me the sense of like, this is a lack of follow through on commitments, money, gathering up resources. But I also see this as moving to a potentially different platform. That he's like, I'm not committed here. I'm not making the money that I want from, say, YouTube. And he's now looking on his own website, a new series, his own streaming service. Is he looking to get on like maybe a more traditional like TV network? Because that's what it's kind of feeling like here. And the other, we'll kind of keep moving here, because the hopes and fears is like he wants to, there's something about recycled content. Also, there is an exposed moment of who he is behind the scenes is going to be shown in front, like behind the scenes and who he is in front of the scenes. Two different people, one body, right? Unseen obstacle for him. There's something where he's like, I know there's something he's very serious about, or there's something he leapt right into without leaping, and it's not going to turn out into his favor. There's an impulsive move here that he's taking very seriously, but it's like, whatever this project is, whatever he's got going on, it's like he doesn't need to take it as seriously as he's taking it, and it's almost like to the umpteenth like thing. Also, the negative influence here, is there a problem going on between him and his wife? Lovers reversed, disconnection, disharmony, not going on with things. If I'm not mistaken, he just got married not too long ago. I used to watch him quite consistently, but there's issues with his marriage, in my opinion. Also, Hierophant reversed, issues with marriage, issues with marriage. Oh, legal systems. His wife is a lawyer, if I remember correctly. What's going on in his marriage? Doesn't seem like it's too good, because what's going for him is he's having to come out of hiding, and he has to take action on certain people, places, things going on around him. Here in the past, a lot of unhappiness in his life, and then here in the future, he is avoiding judgment, avoiding scrutiny, or trying to, at least. I do want to get a clarifier on this judgment card. What else can we know about this judgment card and things kind of coming forward through him? Twin flame, karmic connection, unhealthy attachments, healing of old hurts and or wounds. Here in the future, there's something is like he's trying to avoid judgment for something, and here at the bottom of the deck as well we have the skull, which is something's got to end with the high priestess because he's not listening to his higher self or others around him to see what is the right direction for him. Is someone coming back from his past? Because there's something going on here. I want to take a look into him and his partner. Something's going on there. Also, I want to take a look into his business and career and things. So let's just take a look into a few things going on with Josh. So for Mr. Joshua Weissman, let's take a look. Wrong deck. Where am I? Here. No. All right. Let's see what's going on with Josh. No, this isn't the right one. Here we go. So let's take a look here. What's going on with Joshua Weissman? What's going on with him in, say, his career with YouTube? So what's going on with him and YouTube? What's the energy here going on with him? Three of Wands reversed. He's rethinking his career direction, where he wants to go, what content he wants to put out. Why is this? Because he's being greedy and selfish? Why is he? I don't know if he hasn't gotten paid or if there's issues when it comes to money coming from YouTube, changes in the YouTube algorithm, which I know a lot of people have been kind of seeing. I also just heard he's less favored. Don't know what that's all about. He's less favored. Because the Three of Wands reversed, along with the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands from material influence, he's not being protected anymore, one. And two, with the Three of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands reversed, bro is trying to figure out his next direction because it's like, I don't want to fight over this anymore. There's issues as well, something with taxes. Taxes, income coming in, Five of Wands for materials. Like, I don't want to fight, man. I just want peace. I want harmony. I also see this as like there's an internal struggle when it comes to money, making money, holding on to our money, resources. It's almost like I'm obsessed with maintaining my wealth and my status because his hopes and fears is like he doesn't know where to go with YouTube anymore. Ace of Wands versus like, I'm burnt out. I have no more passion. I'm kind of like scraping the bottom of the barrel of what to do. Unseen obstacles as well with the Three of Cups. This could be friends. This could be his team. Who is he? Oh, okay. Negative influence here. Well, with this Knight of Swords reversed. Who does he want to call out on YouTube or have a fight with on YouTube, or he wants to call somebody out or make fun of them or throw a jab? Because what's going for him is he just needs to let this shit go. He needs to let whatever issue he got going on with another creator or somebody else on YouTube, because it's just easier for him to let it go, let it be at peace, let it be at rest, and just move to what's good for him instead of move towards what he still has versus what he's lost. Because here in the past, again, Five of Pentacles, it's like, I don't have the money. There's issues when it comes to money, getting money, maintaining money. Five of Pentacles is this feeling a lack mindset, even though if you look up, there's the gosh darn key to open up the vault to get the resources that you want. And here in the future, bad luck, bad opportunity. Is there something? Do I want to say this? Might as well. Yeah, who is he sleeping with on his team? Allegedly conspiracy, whatever. This is having to do with YouTube. This is also Three of Cups, or one of his friends coming out that wants to speak about him on YouTube, or somebody who's collabed with him that's like, yeah, we want to kind of talk about how he's not so much of a good dude, or he's saying something that he shouldn't. He needs to be very careful of what he's saying, how he's saying it, because they're not going to take it well, or he's going to misspeak and not talk in the way or say the thing that he was meaning to say. It's like he's letting an opinion fly that he really shouldn't let fly. I also see that he's got some... Why do I keep seeing threes all over the place? Okay, but whatever. Okay, let's take a look at him and his... Let's take a look at him and his partner. Or his wife. Sorry, there's something going on there. I do not know what it is, but we will take a look. Alright, so let's take a look. What's going on between Josh, his wife, energy in between. Y'all, I do not like this. I do not like this. Who is backstabbed and betrayed? Because it feels like Josh over here is like, I'm the man who wears the pants in the family. She's over here being kind of lying, deceiving, deception. Her mind is spiraling. I don't know if she's in a good spot right now, his wife. I don't remember what her name is. But with the Ace of Swords, like, I'm not telling you everything that's going on or my true thoughts or my feelings. Because in between the two of them, the Ten of Swords. This is a backstabbing. This is a betrayal. We're trying to move on from old hurts, old wounds, and the such that we've given each other. Why is this? Because of the King of Swords. What sort of legal agreements or binding agreements do these two have? With the King of Swords, and this could be a lawyer. This could just be someone speaking what you wanted to hear. This could be another lawyer friend. But it's like, you betrayed me by what you've said, by what you haven't said, by what you've signed, by what you've done, by agreements that we've had. Because from a material influence with the King of Cups reverse, someone's been lying about the finances. Someone's been lying and gaslighting and manipulating what they have, what they don't. Because the hopes and fears, yeah, we can still be in this together. Unseen obstacles, though. The Knight of Yes. Negative influence. We have an agreement. What's going for them? Let's just lay on our laurels here. Let's not be hasty right now. Here in the past, yeah, we just got married, and here in the future, y'all, are they gonna have a freaking Band-Aid baby? This is a horrible decision, but again, I don't know. But I'm not them. Whatever. You do what you guys want to do. Because with the Page of Cups, this is my, yeah, we're going to come out with this together at the end. But let's just, when it comes to this relationship, there's a lot of other people in their relationship, y'all. Because in the center of it, twin flame, karmic connection, unhealthy attachment. These two are not healthy for one another. They backstab, they betray, they trigger the F out of one another. Is there divorce proceedings going on, or did someone call the police? Was there a police report that was just made with these two that out to their apparently their custom mansion in Texas? Because the unseen obstacle here is someone's not in reality. Someone's not living in reality, and someone's lying about the money. Someone's lying about the resources that they have, what they're able to do, how they're able to maintain. Are they having money issues? And like this is causing like troubles, because the hopes and fears, we just want to, let's be lighthearted. Let's have our good luck. They're trying to delve into new relationships, or like we're trying to bring in new contracts. Let's be lighthearted. Let's just move past this. Let's just move past this. Feels like that's his wife's energy. He's like, let's just move past this. We don't need to like argue about this anymore. Like, it's done. It's over with. Let's just try and move to the next thing. However, the unseen obstacle, this is something that's going to keep coming back around and around and around and around. The other information that you can get here is there's somebody who's moving very strategically behind the scenes to either lock someone in, lock someone down, or make sure that they don't talk about things. Because the negative influence here, someone likes to have a good time. There's also this exchange between this King of Cups up here and this King of Swords down here, along with Josh showing up as the Emperor. Y'all, is he... No, I'm not gonna say shit. What's going for them? Let's just rest, relax. We'll go to our marriage couple counseling. Let's get really based in our faith. Like, because here in the past, y'all, they're gonna have a freaking Band-Aid baby. This is not a healthy relationship. Yep, Band-Aid baby. Just singing. However, it's like, yeah, well, you know what? We'll see if we'll have a kid and see if that fixes our relationship. allegedly conspiracy, whatever, because currently there's legal shit going on. I find this really interesting too, where there's the scales, justice, balance, legal institutions. She's a lawyer, but he's showing up here as the Six of Wands, which is, I want to be seen in front of an entire crowd. I want to be seen in front of entire people, places, things going on. These two are having a Band-Aid baby. This is not a healthy relationship. If y'all think they are goals, I would highly recommend that you don't. There's also police reports, I believe, to their home. This has been something that's been a long-standing. Gosh, I do not like this. She's not telling the truth. He's not telling the truth. There's issues about money. There's issues about contracts. There's issues about this. There's issues about that. You don't tell the truth here. I feel like there's somebody who's sleeping with somebody other than with each other. Like, there's backstabbing, there's betrayal, there's cheating, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot of shit going on in that relationship. All right, we'll just keep around moving. Okay, what's going on with Joshua Weissman and his career in general? What's going on with him? And then we're going to take a look at what's kind of the future looking like for him and other things. So, yeah, I don't know, y'all. There's some weird ass shit going on. Let's just see. What else is kind of going on with Josh and his career overall? This is the Three of Wands upright. He's looking towards new horizons, trying out new things. Why is it? Because he wants to start fresh and anew on a different platform. Again, he's looking to start somewhere new. Because the hopes and fears here is the Five of Wands. He's ready to fight for this, and he's going to be willing to throw anybody underneath the bus to get his money and to make it to climb the hill to the top. He does not feel it, in my opinion, as we looked before with YouTube versus now his career in general. He wants to let go of YouTube and go somewhere else. And he's willing to fight somebody. He's willing to throw people underneath the bus to get where he wants to go. Because the hopes and fears here is, I'm going to make a shit ton of money, be successful. Unseen obstacle, though, is the Ten of Wands. He's got to pack his bags and go somewhere. Who's sending him packing? There's something with his reputation that's going to start filtering in more, where he has a burden that he's like, he needs to let go and move to a different place. I do not think that he's able to stay on YouTube, because the negative influence here is him being greedy, selfish, wanting all the money for himself, being money hungry. What's going for him, though, right now is he's trying to maintain the balance between his personal life, his professional life, his YouTube career, and other careers as well. Because here in the past, yeah, I have a bunch of new ideas. I think this is his cookbook. It's like, yeah, I got my cookbook and stuff going on, but that was a whole thing. And here in the future, he's headed towards whatever new projects he's going to in his career. He is losing money. He's losing money in some way. He's losing subscribers. He's losing his potency on the platform. Ace of Pentacles reverse. This is a bad investment, losing a lot of money and the such. I don't know how that's going to happen, but we can see what's going on here. What's going on with Mr. Joshua Weissman? What's kind of like, what can we know about him kind of moving here into the future? What are things that we should be aware of, cognizant of, that maybe or possibly will be coming to the surface here on the U of a Tubes, or just in his personal life that's going to be brought out publicly, I should say. What's some things that we should know about that will probably most likely be brought out publicly? So he's either getting divorced or they're having a baby. I'm just going to say that. They're either getting divorced or they're having a baby. Also, I think, oh God, why? Okay. What can we know what's coming out? So with the Ace of Cups, this is like, oh, he's in love. He's in love, or this is, to me, a child. Looking at where this is. Like, this is my cup of love. It's like people are going to love him. People are going to want to be with him. However, he's like, I want to transition to something different. Here's the bridge. Why is this? Because of the Ace of Swords. It's because of like something that he said, negative influence, negative PR. about things that he's going to be saying either on religion or his personal beliefs. Because from a material influence here, something might be happening around payday. But with the love, it's like, this is his relationship with other people, places, things. Who he's been knocking boots between the sheets with, or who he's been schmoozing up to get money, or to get resources. Because from the negative influence here, or the hopes and fears, there's something that's growing. People are kind of pulling away from him. I also see this as divorce, unhappiness, flipping the home upside down. Whatever his home base is, he's got to go. Because again, the unseen obstacle, he's feeling like a rat in a trap, and he's caged up. He can't escape. There's something he's not going to be able to escape from. Whether, again, this feels like he's misspeaking either on religion or a certain belief system that's going to pull a lot of people away from him. And he's going to be trapped. This is something that has been trapped within him. He hasn't talked about, because like, that's not his place, but he's going to feel like he can't. Because the negative influence, it's time for a character break, the ending of a story. He has his true self is going to be revealed, whether this is on a podcast or something else. Because with the Queen of Pentacles underneath this does feel like it is a feminine figure that will be breaking the news. It's someone that's like, this is supposed to be homey and nice and kind and caring, and they're like, oh, I am not dealing with this anymore. Because what's going for him, he is trying to fill up his cuppeth and get more money and more views. Because here in the past, he was all focused about the money and building up a solid foundation of where to go. And here in the future, I see him going to a different platform. This fall, once it hits this fall, autumn, this fall season for him does seem like, I'm trying to go somewhere else, because I'm trying to put hope, light, ritual. He wants to go somewhere else and see where he can go. Because currently where he's going, he's kind of a little bit lost. And he's losing control of narratives. He's losing control of himself. We might see a little bit of a crash out from him, whether this is online or on different platforms, or you'll be hearing this is something that will be public. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here for Mr. Joshua Weissman. I wish him all the best. This is never an easy thing to go through, when you're kind of going through an ego death, essentially. Or a break in your character, and that's being done publicly. That's why I always find it, just be your authentic self online. And so then like, if people are like, oh, you're not like them, like, well, I'm like how I talk to y'all is how I talk to my friends. What you see is what you kind of get. And so I think that's kind of the best thing that you can do. So with that, that's what I'm feeling here from Mr. Joshua Weissman. If y'all enjoyed, feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. And yeah, so with that, also, if you want to hype me up, I would appreciate it. If you want to leave a plate or a set of like a fork or a spoon or utensils down below, I would greatly appreciate any and all engagement on the video, as it helps my videos get found in the algorithm more. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been watching, and I hope to see you guys in more videos in the future. If you want to book other personal readings or the such, check on down below, the links in the description box. You can find all my readings and offers there. So thank you, and I hope to see y'all later. So bye.